So before solving the problems, let us see some important points to remember, especially when you're going to draw a zero sequence network. So first of all, for synchronous generator. So when you're drawing a positive sequence network, then you have to draw a reactance X1 in series with a EMF source. When you're going to draw a negative sequence network, EMF source should be avoided and we just draw a reactance X2. But when you draw a zero sequence network, you should follow certain conditions. All these points are already discussed, but once again before solving problem, we'll see this. If it is a star connected generator, then we have to draw a reactance X0 with the open circuit. When it is star whose neutral is solidly grounded, then you have to draw an equivalent reactance X0 only. If it is star whose neutral is grounded through a reactance Xn, then you have to draw a reactance X0 and additionally you have to also draw another reactance 3 times Xn in series with it. Now let us see what happens in case of a transformer. In case of a transformer, you have to use the configuration condition in case you draw a zero sequence network. So we have already seen different configuration conditions which we have discussed. Like previously we have taken down a table, right? So in that certain examples were given. So once again we'll discuss the table. So see the configuration, winding connection and zero sequence network. So randomly we'll see certain examples. So let us see the first one. So in first one, see the configuration. Here primary is star, secondary is delta. So see the zero sequence network. So primary is star, but it is not solidly grounded. So your series switch is open in that side and shunt switch is also open. Now secondary side is delta. So when it is delta, you have to close the shunt switch and open the series switch. So you can see the final diagram. So when it is open switch in shunt side, you can avoid that. Okay, it has to be connected to a common reference. Now you see the second one. In second one, primary is star which is solidly grounded and secondary is delta. So you see the zero sequence network for this. Since it is star with solidly grounded, in primary side series switch has to be closed. Okay, they have put open, just close it, and shunt switch is open. In secondary side it is delta, so the shunt switch has to be closed and series switch has to be open. Now we'll take one more example, the last one. You see here in primary side it is star whose neutral is grounded through a reactance and secondary is star whose neutral is solidly grounded. Now see the zero sequence network. So when it is star whose neutral is grounded through a reactance also, you have to close the series switch and shunt switch has to be open there. Then what is the difference? When you draw the reactance, you should also add one more reactance 3 into Xn. Then all the other condition is same. In secondary side, what happens? It is star which is solidly grounded. So series switch has to be closed and shunt switch has to be opened. So you have to note down this condition very importantly. That is, the series switch of a particular side is closed if it is a star connection with its neutral grounded, and the shunt switch is closed if that side is delta connected. Otherwise they are left open. This condition is very important and this table is also very important for exam. Positive sequence, when you draw, you have to just draw a reactance x1. Negative sequence, when you draw, you have to just draw a reactance x2. Next, we will see for transmission line. For transmission line, positive sequence, you have to draw a reactance x1. Negative sequence, you have to draw a reactance x2. But for zero sequence, in case they don't give in the problem the reactance, if you have to find the reactance, then you have to take the relation as given, and then you have to represent the same reactance x0 with the equivalent diagram. Now we will solve the example. So see the example 4.3. Here the generator, transformer, line and equivalent system, all the reactance is given. So you need not find the reactance, they have readily given. You have to just draw the sequence network diagrams for the system and indicate all per unit values. Just go through this question. Now let us see the solution for the same. Positive, it is very easy. Okay, first you see what is there, generator is there. So when you have a generator for positive sequence network, directly you will draw a reactance along with EMF. As you can see in the problem, it is J0.15 and you have drawn a EMF source EG. Okay, next you have transformer. So X1 is 0.12. Directly you are drawing a reactance J0.12. Next what you have? Next you have a transmission line. So line, they have given X1 is equal to 0.25. So you are drawing a reactance J0.25. Next what is there? Last you have an equivalent system. For equivalent system, what is X1 given? 0.15. But since it is positive, along with this J0.15, again you have to draw EMF source E sys. And all of this, as you can see, is connected to a reference bus. Now we will move on to negative sequence network. What is the difference when you consider to positive sequence network? Only you have to remove the EMF source. So in this you have removed EG and E sys, and you are connecting all the reactances. But remember one thing, when they give the reactance in the problem itself, just check if the positive and negative reactants are same. So they are same, so no need to change them. Okay, and finally you have to draw a zero sequence network. So this is the one where you have to be very careful. So first we will see generator. When it is zero sequence network, you have to see the connection of the generator also. How the generator is connected? It is a star whose neutral is solidly grounded. So for that, you see, first for generator with star whose neutral is solidly grounded, you can see the equivalent diagram, that is reactance J0.1. And remember here reference connection is also very important. So it's directly connected to a reference. Next thing, second what you have for transformer. Primary side is delta, secondary side is a star with neutral connected, solidly grounded. Okay. So see the equivalent diagram. Since it is delta, the shunt switch of that side is closed and series switch is open. Since it is star whose neutral is solidly grounded on secondary side, the series switch is closed and shunt switch of that side is open. So finally you can see you have a reactance J0.12 that is connected to the reference. Next component is transmission line. Transmission line, it is very easy. You see the question how much they have given. For transmission line it is 0.75 per unit. So just write J0.75. Finally for equivalent system, you have a star with its neutral grounded. So here when it is star with neutral grounded for equivalent system, you have to just draw a reactance J0.15 connected to reference. So now see the zero sequence network. Together what we are doing is we are following the shape of the line diagram that is given, and by following this shape you are joining all the components. First you will place the generator, then for that you will place the transformer, and then you will have a transmission line, then you have the equivalent system. And see, generator, then transformer and equivalent system, everything is connected to a reference, common reference. Okay, this is a final zero sequence network that you have to draw. Now let us see the second problem, which is example 4.4. You need to draw the positive, negative and zero sequence network for the power system shown. This is a most important question that had come for each and every SEM. So this time also you can expect the same. The speciality of this problem is they have not given us reactants. We have to find the reactants by the method which we have used in module 1. Here just go through the problem. Now we'll see the solution for it. The new base, MVA base, is 50 MVA they have given in question, and new base voltage, that is kV base new, will be 220 kV for in case of a transmission line, and new kV base in case of generator 1 is 220 into 11 by 220, which is 11 kV, and new kV base on generator 2 is also 11 kV. Now sequence reactances of generators. Positive sequence reactance, we'll take it as Xg1, okay, which is nothing but subtransient reactance. So this formula which we have studied in module 1, that formula you have to write, and see the X stands for the reactance of generator 1, which is J0.2. MVA base new for generator 1 is 50. MVA base old, whenever the old term comes, you should see the question. Generator 1, how much they have given? 25 MVA. Into kV base square old, which we have found is 11 kV, and kV base square new, that is in the question, that is 11 kV again. So you will get J0.4 per unit. Negative sequence reactance, they have mentioned that negative sequence reactance of each synchronous machine is equal to subtransient reactance, which is nothing but positive sequence reactance. So that's again equal to J0.4 per unit. Next we have to find zero sequence reactance. Now before finding the zero sequence reactant for generators, see how the generator is connected. Generator 1 is a star connection whose neutral is grounded through a reactance Xn. So when we draw zero sequence network, we have to have one reactance X0 in series with another reactance 3 into Xn. So here we should find X0 also, we should find Xn also. So X0 is nothing but they have given, see in the problem, the zero sequence reactance of each machine is 8%. So zero sequence reactance Xg0 is equal to 8% on new base. So 8% means J0.08 into the same value which you have substituted for positive and negative. Now we will find Xn. Okay, here they have taken it as Xgn. So it is given in your diagram, Xn is equal to 5% at machine 1 rating. So 5% on new base. So 5% means J0.05, and other values are same that you have taken for previously, new base. So you will get J0.1 per unit. But here it is Xn. But when you substitute it in zero sequence network, you have to multiply it by 3 and substitute. Now we will see sequence reactance of transformer. Again the same formula. X here reactance is J0.15. Then MVA base new is 50. MVA base old, see the question, it is 20. KV base old means you have to see the question, which is any side as per you take. If you take 220 side, that side you have to refer. Otherwise, if you take 11 kV side, the other side you have to refer. All this you have seen in module 1, same thing. So you'll get J 0.375 per unit. Now you have how many type of transformer? You have two types. One star with neutral solidly grounded on both sides. One more star without grounding and star with neutral solidly grounded. But if you see, both the transformer are having same rating, so you need not find again. Just one, if you find, same value will be for the other. Now sequence reactance of transmission line. For transmission line, formula will change. XTL ohm into MVA base nu by kV base square. So here we'll have J 0.052 per unit. And positive reactance is equal to negative reactance. So same you can write. But zero sequence reactance of transmission line, in the problem they have given, it is equal to 250% of positive sequence. So XTL naught will be 2.5 into J 0.052, which is J 0.13 per unit. Now you got all the reactance value. Now we'll draw the positive sequence network first. Okay. So what do we have first in your diagram? You have a machine 1. So you have to draw a reactance J 0.4 in series with the EMF source EG. Okay. Then what do you have? 4 transformer you have. And in between that you have J 50 ohm transmission line. So reactance for all that you have to substitute. And then on the other side again you have machine 2. So again reactance and an EMF source EG. Now negative sequence network when you draw, you have to avoid the EMF source. That's it. But when you draw the zero sequence network, you have to be very careful. That is, when you draw zero sequence network, just see here. First what do you have? Generator. Generator is grounded through a reactance. Star connection through a reactance. So you have to draw X naught in series with that 3xn. So X naught is J 0.16. Xn is J 0.1 multiplied by 3. So J 0.3. Next you have a transformer. So for that equivalent circuit, again I'll get. That is J 0.375. Now if you see in the next diagram, reference I have avoided because both side shunt is open, so that grounding itself you can remove. So it will be just J 0.375. For one more transformer, again it will be this equivalent circuit as given. What else you have? You have 2 transmission line of same rating, so they are just represented by J 0.13, the value which you have found. Now all this together you have to combine and draw the zero sequence network. According to the same shape of the power system given in the problem, you have to combine all the reactances and draw the final zero sequence network. So let's see the next example 4.5. For the power system whose one line diagram is shown, just you have to draw zero sequence network. So no need of positive, negative. Zero sequence network is what we need. So let's see the solution. So for only zero sequence network is asked. So what is the first component? We have one generator 1. So which is star, whose neutral is grounded through a reactance. So the equivalent diagram is shown, X naught of G1 in series with 3xn. For generator 2, since its neutral is not grounded, we have X naught of G2 with an open circuit. For generator 3, again same as the first one. For transformer 1, first you have primary delta, secondary star with neutral grounded. So the first equivalent circuit becomes like this, X naught of T1 with a reference. Okay, and the final equivalent circuit is given. Next for transformer 3, like again it is a star with grounded, like reverse of the first transformer. This you should know how to draw this. And you have to follow the diagram given in the question, and according to that you have to draw the final diagram, zero sequence network diagram. But make sure of one thing, you have to draw in such a way that all the references are there, no, that should be common. For generator, for transformer, if you have a reference, you have to connect it to the reference itself. So you have to draw in such a form that you connect the reference. So now we'll see example 4.6. Again here, for the given diagram, you have to draw only zero sequence network. Okay, and X is nothing but midpoint of the line. Now what are the components? You have G1. See the solution. You have G1. For G1, how it is connected? Star whose neutral is solidly grounded. So you just have X naught of G1. For G2, you have star whose neutral is connected through a reactance. So you have X naught of G2 along with a reactance 3Xn. Next you have motor, which is just a star. So you have X naught of motor with the open circuit. R is nothing but the reference I have marked. Next we will consider transformer. All four transformers are same. Okay, star whose neutral is solidly grounded. So series switches of that side should be closed and shunt switch should be open. You can see you have X naught, right? Like shunt switch is open, so reference is not required there, just X naught. So when you draw the final diagram, you should not connect the transformer to the reference. Next, for a transformer with primary side star and secondary side delta, the equivalent diagram is given. But in this case, the delta side is there, no? So shunt switch of that side is closed, right? So when you draw the final zero sequence network, you have to connect this transformer to the reference. And by keeping all these points in mind, you have to draw the final zero sequence network diagram as shown, keeping in mind the first diagram, like following the same shape as that of the first diagram. Now let's see example 4.8. Draw the sequence network of the simple power system shown in figure. But here you have to draw all three, positive, negative and zero. Anyway, it's very simple. When you have positive, for generator G1, you have to draw reactance X1 of G1 along with the EMF source EG1. Then you have a transformer X1 of T1. You have two lines in parallel, X1 of L1, X1 of L2. Then you have transformer T2, X1 of T2. Then you have generator G2, X1 of G2 along with the EMF source EG2. For negative sequence network, you have to avoid the EMF source EG1 and EG2. Now, important is zero sequence network. What will you do for zero sequence network? First one is a generator. Star with its neutral grounded through a reactance Xn. So for that you have X naught of Xg naught of G1, and then you have in series you have 3 into Xn. Then you have transformer T1 whose primary is delta and secondary is star with its neutral solidly grounded. So series switch, primary is delta. So shunt switch is closed and series switch is open. Secondary side is star with solidly grounding. So series switch is closed and shunt switch is open. Remember, you have to have the reference also for this. So transformer T1 is connected to reference bus. Next is T2. Primary is star whose neutral is grounded through a reactance Xn. So series switch of that side is closed and shunt switch is open. And secondary is delta, so shunt switch is closed and series switch is open. But here not only Z0, sorry, I have represented it as Z0. You can represent it as X0 or Z0, not a problem. X0. Along with that, you should also mark 3 times Xn because neutral is grounded through a reactance Xn. Again, that transformer also has to be connected to a common reference bus. And finally, you have a generator G2 whose neutral is grounded through Xn. So you have X0 of G2 along with a series reactance 3Xn. Combine all this, follow the shape of the power system given in the question and draw the final zero sequence network.